Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 3 between Gorillas, Pride, and Ravens, who are decided to be witness. My name is Dktruman, and I am once again joined by Astini for this final showdown between these two teams. And honestly, we came in here with this series coming up. We saw, Gorillas Pride struggled a bit so far in the DPC Division 2, Ravens as well, but I mean, I never would have expected such a action-packed series between the two teams.
Yeah, was very exciting match. Feels like G Pride, they felt, okay, if we can't defend our high ground, we might win the game. Ravens might have some difficulties going to that high ground, so we just picked Duza. A hero like Draw that you can defend high ground so well. And Ravens, they go with the TB again. It's a good matchup against the Duza. Of course, Ain't can steal one of your illusions, but no burst at all on Ain't side. Feels good for Ravens with those openings. They have probably the strongest hero on meta, DP. And yeah, seems like a good TB game.
Yeah, it's I mean, it should be a better lane for Dad at the very least. This time there's no sanking on the other side. You don't know necessarily what their offlane duo is going to be, of course, but I assume they're going to have the TB guarded a little bit better, because his early game was horrendous, even though they did get very close in taking the W. But of course, you predicted game 1 Ravens, you predicted game 2 Gorillas Pride, so whatever you say goes. That's just the way it works.
10 seconds.
Yeah, we still have a lot to see from that draft to find out what's gonna happen. Of course, they do have the advantage on the carry matchup, but we already feel like G Pride, they can win lanes very hard. Yadomi Inc. seems very powerful to do that. Although there's still Mirana open.
Turn to ban.
I guess like he plays so well Inc against Mirana that he doesn't care about Mirana. But feels like Mirana DK was decent. That's the thing. But they played really bad. That's what I feel like. I like to be DK Mirana against Inc.
Yeah, but yeah, the DK got destroyed that game. And Benja's hopefully has some redeeming to do in this game. The DP could be his, but it could also be a mid, could even be a 5 in some cases if they want to wield it that way. Snapfire, however, I mean, we saw Chikala in the first game do a lot of work on the Snapfire. Very solid hero against the TB.
I loved his Sand King. That's why like Snapfire looked not so good, because you compare like with the Sand King that you also loved. But I guess he can do well on that hero. It, on my mind, is still like a flex hero. You can still play mid lane, you can still play 4. But from what we've seen on the series, we really expect to be his hero. A lot of magical bursts that you can have into the TB, you can have a lot of control, you can clear illusions quite good. And it's a hero pretty good against DP. Like, Snapfire is really good to burst heroes, and DP and TB are both heroes that you want to burst. CK is also a good hero to burst targets, but yeah, they already have the Duza as a hard carry, and doesn't seem like they want to play a CK3.
10 seconds.
They do pick the Ogre. You mentioned it in game number 1, of course. Just trying to buff up your safe laner, in this case the TB. Make him as solid as possible. And that's your support duo. Ogre plus Clock, probably your support duo, unless we're going to get to see very weird shenanigans. Very tanky heroes, frontlining most of the time. Get destroyed by the Medusa very easily, but regardless, still not too shabby. They don't really farm well, though. That's the only real downside to, especially Clockwork, which just has 0 farm mechanics.
It's a hero basically you can use to find Snapfire and cancel her ultimate to make like Snapfire ultimate useless. But on the other hand, Cookie counters very well Clockwork. I'd say it's both ways on that matchup. Seems like a pretty decent puck game. Of course, you do have the silence against her,
It's Radiant's
which
ban
might
now.
force Puck to go Eul Scepter or just like play very careful. But seems like Clockwork DP is a very strong lane. I like it. Ogre TB also decent lane. Also I like it. And they're missing a mid laner.
10
They can go
seconds
Void
to go.
Spirit. Probably it's gonna be banned against the Puck.
5 seconds
What
left.
else do they have? It's interesting that they banned the Tide. So they also think Snapfire can be a 4? Let's say.
Now bring back Tide 5 and Inch off lane. The good old days.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Yeah.
Now, on that case, they can go CK. I feel like Ravens, they cannot deal with units.
Well, they do have. Oh no, actually, last pick is for Gorillas Pro. Yeah, they could throw in a surprise here. I don't know. I mean, that's the problem. I don't know what Chikala like unless we get to see some very weird shenanigans here. Bring Meepo to the table,
Dyer's turn to ban.
please.
Yeah. I don't think you can say it.
Deckies.
So they're banning Bat Rider when you do have Puck mid. I think Puck is one of the best heroes made against Bat,
10
besides
seconds.
Claw.
Radiant's ban now.
Things weird.
Dyer's
I don't
turn
know
to
what.
pick.
Okay, they really think it's a deep. Okay, it's a DP3. That's also what we think. But banning Bat Rider, like, are you like baiting Void Spirit? Cause, or maybe the guy doesn't play Void Spirit, and that's why they leave it open
10
because.
seconds.
Maybe it's a puck off lane.
Radiant pick.
DK.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess Ben just DK off lane again.
Nah,
Or DK
I
mid.
think it's a DK mid. I think it's a DK mid. Like DK is pretty decent against Puck, and
Then I
DP
just
clock.
hope. I hope that this is just going to be a puck 4 or puck off lane,
10
and then just
seconds.
pick anything that destroys DK and then completely screw up Ravens'
5
draft.
seconds left.
I don't think there's like Timber's banned. You could go Monkey, but it's weird. You don't really destroy.
I mean, DK doesn't really do
Not
much
even Razor.
most of the time.
So what choices do they have? Either 3, 4. Doom.
Choose
Okay.
your hero.
You just farm like crazy. Chikala's going to be playing the Doom. That means Janik on the Snapfire. You've got a Doom Snapfire lane. Very tough for TB to deal with because, I mean, Ogre is nice for like trying to keep them away, but if Doom gets a couple of levels on the Scorched Earth and Snapfire gets a stun on top of the TB just melts.
I'm just trying to understand what G-Pride wants to play here. You see Duza, you see Doom, you see Puck. I see like 3 cores that scale a lot. And then I see Ink, which is a hero that like you open your draft with Ink, you kind of show the style you wanna play. You wanna play really fast paced. And then you have like Ink, Doom.
I mean, you could just see it as more winning the lane. He's laning against the bench's DK again. So, we saw what happened in game number 1.
Yeah, I just go with Ravens because G-Pride draft doesn't make any sense on my mind. They, of course, can be a game full of mistakes, and then, yeah, Duza, Puck, Doom, they're gonna be so great on late game, but doesn't make sense on my mind. It feels like some piece is missing on that draft for me to understand.
I still have a win streak on Clockwork. That's pretty nice. But yeah, I'm gonna contest you. I'm going on the other side. I'm gonna say G-Pride. I believe in my boy Chikala. I think he's got this in the bag. Gonna get that quick Midas and then just go ham. Keep on running down Dad. Make his life absolutely atrocious.
Okay, Doom Ink has been played 3 times this patch by Tundra, Team Spirit, and Into the Breach. So it seems like clever teams also come up with that idea. The 3 of them lost, so maybe the 3 teams also learn that's not a good idea. Let's see. Are we seeing the first Ink Doom win on the patch?
Um,
Might be.
Yes. I mean,
it's also that. So,
it's gonna be so. Whatever happens, it's gonna be a rough game. Like this feels like another late game. I mean, it's Dusa versus TB. Can go any which way, and I think it's gonna come down to, you mentioned it already, the team that makes the less mistakes.
So, I have questions. So you are pro G Pride, right? You are like Chikala is gonna win it.
Yeah,
Who is your frontliner
Chikala.
on the first?
Now. The battle's
The Doom.
Yeah,
Okay.
and well, we saw Yudomi in game 1 on the edge. Like he frontlined 90% of the time. They had a tiny that could take him down very easily. This time they don't have that tiny, so he's just gonna get that farm. He's gonna walk out. He's not gonna give it. He doesn't care at all about anything that they throw at him, because he's just gonna tank all the damage in the world.
Okay. Yeah. I see your point. I disagree, but I see your point.
And Benjis is gonna get destroyed in the lane. 2 melee against 2 range is never fun.
Just it feels like this draft takes 45 minutes to get online, and Ink is the most useless hero with 45 minutes. So feels like they're really missing a piece on the draft. Like they're missing one hero. And I can understand you. You might say, okay, but Ink's the hero that makes the game go up to 45 minutes. Could be that, but.
Well, Yudomi again, you know, just like his Abaddon game, gonna farm the creeps against Desmar behind the tier 1 tower. This time he went for Impetus, by the way. You know, in a game where he is not against the Mirana, he decides Impetus first spell. Yep. Don't want to get that enchant.
I think he went for the enchant just because of the first blood, which I missed.
Yeah, that's most likely it as well. Now BMing with the mana shield toggle. But the lane control is in the hands of Dream. Top lane in the meantime. Kara is going to get first blooded by Janek. And now Dad needs to be careful because Janek's just going to try and bully him away. He does have 7 magic stick charges. Dad's still in the vicinity. That'd be enough for shotgun. Actually, oh no, Chikala. Chikala actually doesn't even have a point in Devour. He went for Scorched Earth Infernal Blade.
Yeah, might be a Doom that plays fast. You know, I should never have doubted your boy, Chikala.
Yeah, Chikala's got this.
The guy's just like winning lane Doom. That's what I'm gonna make it.
He makes his own meta. Every Sand King in the game goes for Vanguard first. He's like, no, Blink's still best. Bots next. Go.
I guess it has a lot to do with the fact that he realized both camps are blocked, which I don't think like they should have blocked their the enemy small camp, because he could just like go there, eat a creep, have a spell. But without having the camp, he goes for second point, first third. Yeah, no Devour at all.
Yeah, that is a very aggressive Doom, and could be a very dangerous lane for the TB. But of course, he auto pushes the lane pretty heavily, so it's going to be underneath the tower pretty much the entire time. Where's Yudomi? Oh, being chased by Dismar.
Yeah, they're on this like 1 versus 1 of themselves.
But he's got the tomato clapper. Is it faster?
Yeah.
No. Rip.
And it feels like a free lane for Dusa. Although, like, no intention to BM Benhas, but just feel like now he's playing better.
Not on my watch.
What was the safe laner that he was up in the first game? Oh, that was the CK. Yeah, CK is a lot scarier than the Dusa. Top lane going in on Dad. The cookie stun comes out. TB in trouble. And yep, there's... Oh, Dad! Last shot. A hit will get the kill. Kara Getting pushed back as well. And yeah, there's the very aggressive Doom build that honestly, I have not seen anyone skip Devour. Okay, now he goes for a point in Devour, but yeah, this patch, I haven't seen a single Doom not go for, like, Devour level 1.
Yeah. But it kind of pays off, right? He's getting gold for the kills, and dude is gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah, dude is dead again. I mean, they're constantly winning their off lane. This duo is amazing. Someone signed Chikala.
Yeah. My team is gonna play G-Pride one time, and I'm afraid, who is this guy? Where does he come from? Why is he so good?
It's the mystery man. A pub star. I have no idea if he's a pub star. I assume he's a pub star. You gotta get into contact with, I assume, your Peruvian, contacts. Find a little bit more about the player.
Where is this guy? Where is he getting this build from? I need some of those.
DP towards mid. Axo being used. A 3-man rotation for the tower in mid. And Janek, who just TP'd in as well. Shotgun Blast, keep him at bay. Does have a magic wand. And a Fairy Fire will stay alive. Tao?
Oh, he's cool here. What?
Okay. Keeps it alive at the very least.
Catapult also. What?
Wait up.
Oh, Dismar is dead. So they eventually are the ones that get the kill. The exorcism of Nengo did nothing. Eventually. That is a little bit of a sad first usage of the game. Chikala top net worth, and he only has 1 point in Devour. 3 in Scorched Earth and 1 in Infernal Blade.
Yeah. So from all the pubs on Dota 2 Pro Tracker, none of them didn't have Devour by level 3. Some of them would open with Scorched Earth, but all of them would get Devour at level 2 on that case.
Yep, this man knows he's making his own meta.
This was on the times before Chikala, right? There's like before Chikala and after Chikala. When they see it, new meta.
Is he gonna go hand to Midas though? He's level 6 right. He's level 6 right now. He's ready to get that Doom up on top of anyone. No, actually doesn't even need it because that's another Kara kill. Or is it? Shotgun Blast. That is his first kill, by the way. He had 3 assists and he was top net worth.
He's a team player. Oh, Janek, he's 401. Oh, what a guy. Yeah, so feels like this Snapfire is a very strong pick from their side because
oh, Dad.
3.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
Oh. Okay.
Not gonna chase further?
I thought he was gonna try the cookie because he has boots and Dad had no boots. So
I thought he just if he cookies him, he gets another Shotgun Blast in. That's an easy kill. But Dad's now forced into the jungle. He is not loving this offlane duo.
Keeping bottom on Benhas.
Chasing him down. No stun available, and he just barely gets the TP to safety. Forced the rotation, which is nice, but to be fair, Chikala's just chilling top. He's going for Bling Dagger first item, skipping the Midas. He's going for that fast game that you talked about.
Yeah, and Benhas, he has a sad life again. Needs to walk down bottom.
Bottom tier one's almost done as well. Like, Yadomi also bringing that early game mentality to the picture.
Yeah. At least he had some okay-ish farm by now. Like, I feel like he didn't need the 2 points on the passive when he was 3. That's why he was having a bad lane.
Gala throws a Doom on Nengo, which, I mean, Nengo had Spirit Siphon going off. He doesn't really care. Dream Coil comes out. Now he is definitely dead. So they will find a 3-for-1 trade. They did lose Chikala, which is, it breaks my heart.
So not worth.
No, not really. If he stays alive, sure, but if he dies, that's definitely not.
Like, they trade Chikala for only 3. Not worth.
Really missing the value on that move.
Maybe a team wipe. might be worth.
Nah, they at least need an extra Roche plus, you know, 2 towers. Then I'll yes. Then
Forcing
maybe.
some buybacks, yeah. But again, like second Exo, and they're gonna be the ones to lose the tower first again, like on the last game against Ink. Yeah. Genek level 6, 9 minute 30. That's I would say that's good for Adomi because he gets to have the Tome, but he'll have 6 also by the 10-minute mark. Compared to Ravens, Dude is level 5, Dismar is level 4.
Coming in. Radiant's
Gala's
bottom
god.
tower is under attack.
Yadomi stacking with the creeps, such a beautiful play to see. Double stack.
Oh, Dad's going for the S and Y build. Wait, what? Really going for the S and Y build? Okay. Against
Feels like.
Enchant and Silence
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
and Root on the Doom. I'm not really so sure on that one. I mean, status resistance is of course a very big necessity against the Doom. So on that regard, I do get it.
Scanning.
It's
Does
just,
that even work?
you also farm a lot slower if you don't have Manta. There's a lot of downsides, but also upsides.
Maybe he feels there's not enough lockdown on the enemy team. So if he's not bursted at once, he wins the team fight.
Dire's middle tower
Oh,
is taking
Chikala
a
top.
nap.
He's trying to juke his way through, but Dismar holds him in place, and Chikala is gonna die. He was pump faking the Doom. He was considering it, especially with the rotation of Janek, who does have the kisses, but won't yeet it on top of the TP, who is immediately gonna TP towards his own triangle with that metamorphosis still going.
But not for long.
I like that move.
That's something I was thinking about when I
Tower
see
must have been dizzy.
this rotation,
Dire's
is that
courier
they
has been killed.
could have used Clock top. Clock's such a good Doom counter because Doom,
Dire's top tower
he
is
has
under
such a
attack.
bad attack speed that once you cog him, he can't get out
He's putting up a
because he
barricade.
can't hit the cogs. So
Dire's
should have
top
done that
tower is about to be Radiant's
beforehand.
top rubble.
Well, Dismar,
Dismar,
he's gonna be an easy target for the ganking squad. Tier 1 tower will be secured as well. Bottom tier 1 is very close to dropping, but they are still a tower ahead
Tower has fallen.
against the TP lineup, and Ben just does pop his Elder Dragon form to at least get the corrosive breath debuff on the tower.
Genek,
Oh, there's the Blink Dagger reveal. And literally no one else is ready for anything. I mean, Silence is not even leveled on the DP just yet.
okay. They seem not to be on the same page when I see those type of like Blink Dagger reveal. They had 0 follow-up.
I guess, you know, bit of communication issue there. Chikala is going for the BKB next, farming up the bottom lane. And we'll just try and push it out, get the tier 1 tower. In the meantime, you know, Dodd is second in net worth. Even though his lane initially looked terrible, he did recover nicely. Just barely behind now. The poorest of the cores are the 2 supports, but Yadomi is fat. Look at that first item going straight for the load orb, has the arcane boots already for the energy booster. That's going to be a superb timing for a 5-position Ench Lotus.
Trying to find those sneaky
Yeah.
bums.
It shows also how cool hitting creeps is, cause
Do it with flair.
okay, smokes.
Come get healed.
No, no.
Dismar
Okay,
pump
sure.
fakes the hook shot and come get healed. 3 seconds later, Dream Call into the kisses. Nengo flow dropping low. Chikala jumps in. Nengo is dead. Doomed to target someone. Benjas is going to get rooted after he gets doomed. Chikala is going to chase him down, but it's not really the best target to doom, considering, you know, it's a DK. He doesn't die. And he also used Elder Dragon form previously, so it's still on cooldown. Yeah, there's not much he can do at that point.
Yeah, what I was saying is like Ink has way more net worth than Snapfire, and Snapfire is like 506. Oh, not anymore. I jinxed. Genek, don't die. I jinxed you, my friend. I'm sorry. Yeah, but basically, Gennett had like, he was part of 11 of the 11 kills of G-Pride,
Radiant's
and
middle
still
tower's
he
under
has
attack.
less net worth than Dank,
Radiant
which
called
is
in the
basically like
fortification.
also hitting jungle creeps.
Yeah, he's got the plate mill already done on the Enchantress. Oh, get that extra big fat 10 armor on you. Though hookshot in onto the Doom. Gala will be caught out, and they find a very big kill. The ganking squad looking for more blood in the enemy's jungle.
There's also something for Chikala, like, if you don't have initiation, let's say if they just run at you. You have like TB with meta popped, you have DP with Exo, and you have DK with Dragon Form. Do you wanna Doom any target?
TB before he gets his meta. Or make sure he doesn't get Sunder off.
I didn't offer before the meta. That's the thing, they just running at you. They press the spells beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, even then, you know, you still find the real Terrorblade, you doom him, you make sure he doesn't get Sunder off, I guess. He doesn't have a Manta style, so silence is actually good enough from the puck in that regard.
If your Doom is frontlining, he's not the one that's initiating. Like, who is getting vision for them? I
mean,
still have the
he's
same
just a
opinion.
distraction for the most part. He buys BKB, then you've got Jenek, his buddy boy, jumping in with the shotgun, AoE stun, gets all the TB illusions. They cookie on top, they get the Scorched Earth, the War Stomp, full stun lock on all the illusions. They don't care. No one needs to actually be doomed. That's just an afterthought.
Yeah. That's just the icing on top, right?
And that's just, you know, in case of emergency, pull Doom.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
He's going for the BKB, Snapfire, very close to the Blink Dagger. That's like the item that they're mostly waiting so they can make rotations in the map. Tao has a DD rune, also going for Dagger. Yeah, Yadomi. Yadomi seems so tanky with that plate mail. I guess he should go like one bracer. Honestly, like, there's so much value on one bracer when you have 20 armor. And like, he's gonna have the magical resistance at level 10.
It's slightly slowed down in his farming game. Because Jenek is catching up. He does have the Blink Dagger now done. Next item probably going to be the Shard for the Snappy. But the safe laners are both keeping a very close eye on each other's net worth at the very least. Smoke, Elder Dragon form used as well. Benja's looking for a fight up the high ground. Can they get a catch? That would be possibly Jenek, who just got the Blink Dagger. No, actually they're going to go in onto Tao. Gets stunned up. Dusa ulti gets used. Don't look at the ugly Dusa, because that's a big problem. Oh my lord, the damage coming in. Chikala adds in a nice War Stomp on top. They eventually get the kill onto Tao, but that was a disastrous move. They jumped the puck, and the problem is the Dusa is right behind him, and she is fugly.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
Yeah, not so sure what they were looking for with that rotation. I know, like, you're at DK, you have Dragon Form, you have Dagger, you want to go for pickoffs. But when you look at them, like, DP has like an incomplete BKB. Clockwork has literally nothing. Like, why you want to try to make this move on the enemy triangle? Like, what is the target here? I guess they should just work on getting their timings, like get BKB on both cores, get Skadi on TB, and then fight. Otherwise, quite suicidal, like going against a Puck, going against a Dusa.
That's definitely not... I mean, if Dusa wasn't there, they get a free kill on the puck. Could also see it that way. Not that he was anywhere else on the map, considering they do have... I think that observer ward was placed prior, so they probably did see the Dusa heading into that direction already. But it's
like,
a 5k net with lead for G-Pride in 18 minutes, which is pretty damn impressive.
Dismar, he finds Chikala? Or did Chikala find him?
Space created. Space created. I call that a win. But yeah, you also did mention one very important factor. The Enchantress can steal illusions, which is really good against the TB. Already a couple of times picked up the illusion that was trying to split push the lane. And just be a nuisance. My farming tool now.
TB greatest counter is TB, right?
That's why Grimstroke is amazing.
Yeah, Darkseer, Greenstroke, Morphling. No matter what you're playing, SD. And then there's like
Rubik.
It's like the small one. Not Rubik. I'm not sold on that Rubik.
Rubik Metamorphosis. Yay!
Man, we had a Rubik last match. Like, what did he do besides... Oh! Man, that's why Lash didn't buy the shard for so long. Because Rubik got useful when he had the... Oh, actually, if you have shard on Rubik...
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that's kind of the problem that I have, as I mentioned previous game with Rubik in this match. They're just... No one goes for like the big ultis. Like the biggest ulti that normally is in games is either TB with the Metamorphosis or like the DP with Exo. And Exo is a great steal, but it does mean that you jump in the middle of a team fight and immediately die, which is also a very big downside of stealing Exo.
Yeah.
Dire scanning for enemies.
Yeah, like Exo without the Siphon, I don't know. Like, you don't have the sustain to go through all the duration to recover the HP points, so... Don't think it's so useful standing alone. Dismar. Super dead.
Oh, hook shot.
No?
Gets himself
Did I
back. Oh, Tao kills him with the dot from the Witchblade. That is sad. And of course they're gonna go Roche. Now has his full Scotty done. Dragon Lance, Manta Style, Dad, SNY. Dragon, Ice Scotty. Nice ages to be added on now. So right now, what is G-Pride going to do, Astini, with that Aegis?
Probably like 2-3 heroes go and die while the Aegis hero just farmed the safest camp in the map.
Yeah, seems about right. Gotta stick with the exact same stream that we've had going this entire series.
Here you go, Shikala. You smoked with Genek. Yeah, Duz is going totally the other side. Yeah, do it again. You guys can do it.
Yomi's there as well. I mean, they'll never expect it a 15th time. Oh, they do find Kara. Yeah, the Ogre Magi will be taken down. Or will he?
Do they have detection?
They can just shotgun him.
Oh, but like, two guys are showing bottom. And like, Ank Duz are showing mid. Like, why do... They can engage mid.
But Yudomi's got that full Lotus. You ain't gonna fight with him. He's a scary man. Girl. Thing. I have no idea what the gender is. I was genderless, I think.
Nah, I'm not good on that topic.
There's always a mystery. And they find an... I mean, they are completely spread out on the side of G-Pride. Like, that's... and you mentioned it, they're just not doing anything. I guess waiting for the high ground push.
Yeah. They're waiting G-Pride to make that sweet mistake. But seems like G-Pride now... I don't even think like it's G-Pride that didn't make the mistake. I think it's like Ravens. They are more scared to play Dota 2. The way they lost the second match really gets into our mind. Because
that definitely probably is a nice addition as well. Because that previous game, like, that is some mental warfare that happened.
Yeah, because like on the previous matches, you'd see like the offlaner position 4 smoking Aegis guy totally on the other side of the map. They would go on the guys that smoked and get a double kill. They've done this like 3-4 times. Now they see the guy smoking, the ogre's tanking it for so long, and they just go and go stuck at base, even though they have information about where all heroes are in the map. So yeah, feels like it might have played a big role on the mental part, what happened last match.
Well, Chikala, he's going for the Shivas and then the Shard. Shard's always an interesting one. Stun duration increase, bonus damage, making the Infernal Blade actually pretty rough to deal with in the later portions of the game. But the multiplier of 3 still is like, if the enemy's level is a multiple of 3 or above at level 24, which is like, what? Who came up
Why
with
is not
that?
written level, question mark, death? That's how it should call it.
So every single time you're taking a fight right now, because no one is near that level at all, you have to do math first. You're like, okay, that guy, no, 18, so that's 2 times 9. Okay, yeah, that should work.
I love it because I'm good at math, and I really miss Dota 1, and it comes from Dota 1, so I like to see when they put back spells that they take away from the game.
Dream Coil gets used, doesn't really do much or anything. Okay, but Dream Coil is actually, he has an Arcane Rune. It's only on a 30-second cooldown left right now, so it's actually not that bad. And the Aegis will be gone in a minute though. But it seems they're just going to completely bail out. They got all the outer towers, so honestly for the first Aegis of the game, you didn't lose anyone. You got all the outer towers. It ain't that bad for G-Pride.
Yeah, that's how the game should be played. I think they did the best with this Aegis. Like, you don't want to force tier 3 with the first Aegis unless you're really, really better than the enemy team. It's just like too much risk. The risk reward doesn't pay off.
Yeah, but you gotta risk it to get the biscuit sometimes. And it's just way more fun if they keep running at each other.
Yeah, we are missing the fun. Why is everyone playing right now, guys?
Just go ham. Do stuff. You gotta go show that you are the MVP. To be fair, you know, whatever happens, he's the MVP in my heart.
He does have the BKB, he does have the shard, and he does have your heart, yeah? Seems like he's good enough to win the game.
He's got the trifecta.
Duza already with Butterfly. Dad, he really needs that MKB to fight. Now is the time that they feel like hitting this tier 3 even without Aegis, because without MKB...
He is pretty much done with the MKB though. Like he can just sell his magic wand and he has it. Wait, where was Shikala? Randomly got a kill onto Dismar. So they get a nice added kill up on top, but you know, it's not really that influential.
Top tower ain't looking too steady.
Oh, Kara?
Dude.
Janik is here. DKL the dragon form. Chikala pops his BKB, turns around because he knows Kara's not really the big target that he wants. Mortimiscus has come in. The Ogre Magic. Actually, from behind comes Dad. Gets a big smackdown. Snaps the coil immediately, trying to run to Chikala, and the Doom is in trouble. He's silenced up as well. Gets the Doom off onto Dad, but the rest of the team is just not there. I mean, look where the Dusa is. Now still has to run for miles. And the Doom has just ended. Dusa, can he get his Stone Gaze off in time? He's going to get stunned for quite some time. Does get the Stone Gaze going. Dad just gets his MKB delivered, but now is out of mana. And he gets feared thanks to the Spirit Siphon. So now is dead. They're all dying, and that is just completely everyone out of position on the side of G-Pride.
Remember learning this one.
Wasn't that a voice line? Yeah. Wait. Oh, he misclicked GG. Okay.
Wait, did...
Okay, it was a misclick. I paid way too much attention on the chat lines.
Okay,
I've
that would have been a very sad GG.
Yeah, I've instantly noticed it, and I'm like, what? G-Pride, are they tilted? And then I realize it's Raven saying it, and I'm like, okay. Just a mistake.
No, they win a fight and they're like, GG. We were never supposed to win that fight.
It's actually, it's not a misclick. It's like muscle memory from ranked matchmaking bad meta. Something like this. Because some
They're just
people are
too used to BMing that, you know, it's mentally unstable in all their movements.
Like, no, like if you BM every ranked matchmaking, like you get a nice team fight and you're like spamming good game. And then you're gonna play official, it's like on your mind. Like it's really hard to be like
To not be toxic, that's
like
not a good idea.
It becomes a reflex. That's why I tell players, do your best on ranked, do your best on screens, and you're gonna automatically do your best on competition. I guess that's how things should be.
Just don't be a dick. Lesson number 1.
Yeah.
And beat Jigala.
Imagine that, like, if he lost the game because of this. Let's say an admin says, no, you called it, it's in the rules. Do you think he would, like, remove it from his chat wheel?
No. Well,
I think he would. Like, he would learn the lesson.
I mean, he'd probably just play on a different account every single time that has different keybinds.
I'll not say he should be punished, okay? I'm just saying, like...
Yeah, if it would happen, then he'd probably never do that ever again. Which is, you know, for obvious reasons. Though, going in, onto now, Dusa being locked back, but the stun doesn't come through. Puck, however, is going to be taken down. Dusa ulti U, going to get the damage in. It is a very scary TB, who did already pop his meta. Is doomed still for a little bit longer, but yeah, now he's in trouble. Now needs to get back. Cookie up to the high ground he goes. Just gets a quick sunder because he wants to be full HP. And that Roshan is going to go in favor of Ravens. The TB is doing tons of damage this game. And they just, I mean, he's ignoring the Dusa completely.
Yeah. And with this Aegis, feels like... I cannot say finish the game, but he's gonna have like catapult wave, 35 minutes, that's the spot he's looking for. But it feels like from now on, it just gets better and better for the TV.
Not feeling the love.
TB's got the shot as well, so he's got that Demon Zeal.
Radiant's middle tower is under
AKA without meta, makes him push a decent amount faster. Benja's very aggressive.
Yeah, they keep going.
Radiant fortified construction.
Not really a reason to stop for the time being. Well, fortification is definitely a good reason to stop, and with the, of course, G-Pride players coming back in the business. I mean, that's the most problematic part for G-Pride, is they're getting gone on every single time. Like, Dusa can't get the Stone Gaze off in a favorable spot. Dreamcoil didn't come off in that situation. Chikala had to doom again an already metamorphosized TP, which kind of defeats the entire purpose of the doom. It's a rough couple of engagements here for G-Pride, but they're still in the running, only 3k net with lead.
But that was what I was saying, like, from the beginning of the game. Like, this was supposed to happen because you don't have any way to acquire vision if you're G-Pride. Like, your frontliner is your doom, which is also your initiator, and he's a bad frontliner, he's a bad initiator, and you just miss pieces on your draft, so you can actually like burst this TB or get a doom on this TB. It's super hard to execute G-Pride's draft.
You also don't have like the excellent vision. I mean, you could get the excellent vision to get the catch onto Dad, but you kind of need the Ench to take over that. Where's that harpy thingy?
She has it, but it's like 280 move speed. That's you're quite kiteable also on that. And usually like Clockwork is finding the harpy and killing it.
I mean, look. Let's see. That right there is the vision of the Harpy Scout for everyone watching right now. That circle, that is like Night Stalker vision, is the Harpy. Like, it's actually broken. Oh, split push shenanigans from Tau, not the fastest pusher, of course. Being chased by Nego.
Oh, he popped a disc on Yadomi.
Yeah, but he also has decent healing. Doesn't have a lot of HP, so definitely does need to be a bit careful. The high ground push continues. There is bots available on the DP. The tier 3 tower still stands. And Tau is still being a nuisance on the split push. Actually, DP TP's bottom, so the moment he peaks, could continue split pushing. Hook shot in onto now. He's going to get pushed back, but actually the Aghanim Septica doesn't do anything on Dismar. He's going to lose his life. Dusa ulti gets used as well. And they're going to be forced back. Nango is actually doomed, but he's pretty fast. Also, Dream coiled right now. Dad is in trouble. The TB might lose his first life in the process. He's going to go in for Jigala. Jigala is dead. Dad actually gets the Sunra off onto now. And that is the turnaround that just destroys them. Double buyback on the side of G-Pride. And the set of racks will be secured.
Run.
The Kara is just like, you know, dude, I'll tank it for you.
Dude is paying the bill. You don't care. Just leave the bar. Dude is paying your bills. And he does. Yeah. Yeah, that was such a great Aegis usage. He didn't use it yet, but let's say the entire duration is almost gone. Forcing buyback on Dusa. Dusa dies again, the game is over. And
Tau pushed back. There's again the Aghanim Scepter. Dismar is actually playing a really good Clockwork game, even though he's 2-9 and 11, which on paper looks horrible. But he honestly, he keeps on getting great catch with the pushback on the cogs.
Yeah, he missed that hook shot on bot, but like, even though he's playing so well, like, they're all fighting really well, because again, they have the tools to fight well. So they have Clockwork, give you vision, give you initiation. They have like DP. No one wants to initiate a DP, so can just walk to buildings with DP. Shiva's Guard complete, Il Scepter, BKB, almost level 25.
Dad's level 25 now, which is rather terrifying, considering he normally should be behind the Dusa in terms of experience. And I mean, DB is going for the Hurricane Pike as a full butterfly, by the way. You know, he's building Hurricane Pike, but also has a butterfly in his stash. Just lying in wait. And is incredibly rich. In the meantime, now almost done with the Silver Edge. You did mention, of course, level 25 split shot uses modifiers is a very big turning point normally for the Dusa. That Rapier is going to be the ultimate turning point possibility.
They really lack damage, so it's really up to that Dusa to do all the work. They smoke. At least this one is not that obvious. Or, okay. They placed a ward. Oh.
Going in, Dad stunned up, forced out. He's doomed and he is snapped. So he's gonna slowly but surely melt. That's a big kill onto Dad. Find a double, make that a triple because Dismar gets caught out as well. No buyback on any of the three heroes. But all the lanes are very heavily pushed out towards the G-Pride base. So they should not be able to get much out of it. Nonetheless, they find themselves 3 very big kills and the net worth advantage dwindles quickly.
I'm wondering like if Ravens didn't have time to react for that. Because like, the thing is, they had a ward on the lane. Yadomi walks by and he has gem. Then suddenly the creeps start hitting their ward. So they must know that someone is around. Either they dropped a sentry or he's walking by with Gen. And then they kept there. Yeah, well played by G-Pride. Got them by surprise even with that fact.
Going for the high ground push now. There's no TB buyback for 45. Can they at least keep their racks intact is the big question. Ben just getting aggressive. There's a shotgun blast. The card block not working as well as Dismar likes. Force staff onto the wrong high ground. Now is in a very uncomfortable position. Jump on the back end. And they're just going to go for the TP out. Sacrifice the Dusa. They find Genik and now. And the rest of the team will be able to get away. But I don't have a clue how he got force-staffed in 17 different directions.
Oh my god. Ravens, they managed to defend high ground even without the TB. Things are looking really, really rough for their side. Feel like Ravens, they can just walk Walk down mid.
Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, they know it's a dieback.
Yeah. Snapfire also on a dieback.
Yeah, the two worst heroes to lose in that situation, and they lose them both. Is a bit of a mistake. Dad just TPs towards the outpost, and there with the rest of his team. They're gonna go for the tier 4s because there is nothing that can really stop them when the Deuce is dead. This is a very sad way to lose game 3.
Yeah. Like, they got that amazing smoke. Felt like there was hope. Felt like there was a game.
And, well, right now, can they get anything done? It's just going to be the Ancient falling. And indeed, it is Ravens taking the series 2-1. And you know what that means, Astini? That means that you predicted all 3 correct, and I am wrong. And that's why you are the analyst.
Yeah. I get happy when I'm right. Especially because, like, I feel like the better draft won. So if the better draft is winning, the game is being somehow well played. Yeah. I really don't understand G Pride draft on that game. I really couldn't understand what's the point on their draft, and I still don't understand now that I see. You know, it's like when I see it, I'm gonna believe it, and then I'm like, hey, I'm seeing it, and I don't believe it. I don't understand it. So yeah,